Hey, what's going on, everybody? 8 p.m. Central. We're pretty darn close. Let's see if I got my technology right on this Facebook Live on human growth hormone gel. Is it safe? Is it effective? We were sort of forced. What's up, Timmy? We were sort of forced, when I say me and Ben Quigley were sort of forced to do this Facebook Live again because we got a great response. We got a ton of questions. So there's my buddy Ben Quigley. What's up, Todd Diener from Pasadena? Woo! Let's see. Ben Quigley, I can just punch him in the face, bring him on the camera. This tech. David Yates, what's going on?
Hey.
Let's see, Ben, there you are. What's up, man?
Hey, man, just got home and from the gym with you.
All right. So, excuse me for a second. Ask me if I'm going to upgrade, if I want like 2.0, and I'm going to say no, I don't. Remind me later.
No.
Okay. So, well, hey, Ben, let's wait maybe 5 or 10 seconds before we start. Letting people know what's going on here, officially start. And I'm just wrapping up my day at the Transformation Station here in South Chicagoland. Woo, woo! It's where people transform their mind, their body, and their life. And it's been a long day. I started late today. I got in at 9 o'clock. I start tomorrow at 6:30, but it doesn't seem like the day lasts that long because it's like this the whole time. It's exciting. It's fun. How was your day, Ben?
My day was amazing. Spent some time with some distributors and had a lot of great meetings out in the field. Some really exciting things. We had a really big day with a lot of gym owners.
Awesome.
Yep.
So what we'll do here is we'll announce our intentions and we'll get started. And what I'd like to say is we want to run a tight schedule here. We got a little bit of a menu. We want to hit some questions that we want to answer from last week. But please ask your questions. And if we don't get to them in this live episode, I promise you by the end of tonight, me and Ben will answer the questions and we'll make sure that you're not left hanging. So
absolutely.
Ben, with that being said, we got
let me introduce you, okay? So everyone, because we have a lot of different people from all over the country that might not know who you are. Me, it's not a big deal. You know, I'm just Ben Quigley, just a medical distributor. However, Darin Steen here, everyone. He's the personal trainer for Joel Marcolis, Dr. Joel Marcolis. It's a big deal. I'll let Darin talk a little bit about that. But he's also Arnold Schwarzenegger's still reigning America's top personal trainer, winner from 2 years ago, and still the reigning champ. And a lot of you guys might not know this and why he got into fitness, but Darin's a cancer survivor. And so he takes everything that he does with his whole body since a child very seriously because of that. And I want to introduce you guys to Darin Steen. And Darin, talk a little bit about health and what we found with this HGH, and educate some people about the HGH because they don't even know what HGH really is.
Man, I'm getting excited. There's 37. We're climbing up to 40. We're rocking and rolling. Ben, you are a big deal. The reason why I'm standing in front of people with a new avenue to help for me to help people live healthier is because I've known you for 25 years. So when you came to me with about the 50th thing someone's come to me with and said, I got a great anti-aging product, I believed you and I knew you. And so I appreciate that. So me and Ben have known each other for 25 years from the same hometown. He was a young kid. I'm not saying I really remember him, but we ran into
You didn't.
We ran into each other.
You're too big time for me.
Gym, Diversitech, right?
Right. Exactly. I used to work out at the gym at Dave Yates and Mike Grimsley owned and Mantino Diversitech. Yep. And you'd come in and it was awesome. It was awesome. If anyone's ever been out to that old gym, it's scary out there late at night, alone.
And so Ben, you are important, and I love what I'm doing here. Couldn't have done it without you. So thanks for the introduction to the Somaderm HGH gel. And what you said was a little correct, but a little incorrect. You said the cancer survivor thing was the reason why I got into fitness. Actually, the reason why I stayed natural and holistic in my choices because at the age of 2, I had a cancerous malignant kidney cut out at the age of 2. So when the temptation came to take hormones or steroids or get a little bit of an edge or human growth hormone like the other college football players, it was pretty easy for me to say no. And because my mom was right there, so I got my head.
But a lot of people would never guess or know that you have one kidney. A lot of people never know that. It's a really big deal.
Well,
to know that.
Yeah, and I really don't know the difference. It's the only thing I've ever
Right.
known. I've never had any side effects or symptoms from it, but it's always on the back of my mind because my mom said, you know, if you mess up one kidney with two kidneys, you're going to be okay, but you're pretty dumb. But if you mess up one kidney with one kidney, then
Right.
you're on a waiting list.
Right.
You know, so bottom line is I used to check out the bodybuilding magazines like most 20, 25-year-olds, the pre-workouts, take what the guys are taking. It didn't take me too long to figure out that those were supplement catalogs, and
Yep.
I didn't believe it. So I went towards the natural holistic doctors, the energy hacks, and that's where I've been ever since. And so when I came upon this, it wasn't hard for me to give it a try, because what this is, somatropin HGH gel, is touted as like one of the top anti-aging products in the world. So
Yep.
it was easy for me to get hooked on it, and my experience is great. We're not going to talk about my experience.
No, let's talk a
Ben
little bit
talk
about
bit
what
about the
somatropin
FDA.
is. Oh, you want to go there? Well, I mean, I could talk a little bit about the FDA process, but why don't you first, before we go to that, educate everyone, what is somatropin?
Somatropin is amino acids extracted from 191 botanical high-quality greens and or adaptogens. Adaptogens are super
So plants,
high-quality,
guys,
unique.
it's plants. It's plants. So it's 191
plants,
amino acids of plants.
Yeah, but special high-quality plants.
Well, exactly. But
crap.
the biggest thing is most people, when they hear the word HGH, they couple it with steroids and stuff, because athletes used to take HGH to help recover from their steroid abuse. People don't know that somatropin is derived the amino acids of plants, to be in layman's terms, and I appreciate you, but it's a really big deal because people have a misnomer. And when they start understanding that Somaderm, our HGH gel, is all natural, it's pretty awesome.
Right, and we might as well go right in before you start talking about the FDA and talking about how can it be all natural when people are getting somatropin shots, which is the amino acids that are bioidentical to our human growth hormone. Well, what the difference is when you deliver it through homeopathic means. What is homeopathic medicine? This is where the rubber meets the road with our product. Homeopathic was created in the 1850s by a German doctor, by a guy by the name of Dr. Heinemann. Back in 1850, he started to see that when people were taking the medications, the plants and the pills, that they had side effects. Yes, they got some desired results, but there were some bad side effects from those medications. So what he said is, well, very simply, and I took some notes on this, and I'm going to take some notes because I'm still learning. I'm not a pro at this stuff.
Nope.
But what Dr. Heinemann in 1850 in Germany said was, I want to find out what is the least amount of the active ingredient I can give to get some of the positive side effect with no side effects. So he said, you know what? I'm going to make the amount less. And then he made it less again, and he started a process called diluting, or bring the active ingredient amount down to a very small amount. And what he realized was, it was the birth of homeopathic medicine. What he realized was that the diluted very small amount, when it was in the system more often, 2 or 3 times a day, it gave the desired result, and the risk of bad side effects was nil, was none. So that was the birth of homeopathic medicine. Does that make sense, Ben?
Yeah, absolutely it does. So one of the biggest things is compared to the shot, which is a booster, where our by microdosing with our gel 2 to 3 times a day, you know, because our body loves the somatropin, loves the Somaderm gel, and our body actually absorbs it and burns it within 4 hours generally. Is that about right?
That's right. Ben, I'll go further into the active ingredients and I'll finish that conversation. But I want you to talk about, I get a couple messages, well, I'm not going to try your product because it's not FDA approved.
Right.
Because it's not registered, it's just approved. So let's talk about the facts of the FDA
So
process.
here's the facts of that. So this is an FDA registered over-the-counter and regulated drug. Our pharmaceutical plants, for people that are in our hometown area, and we got people all over the country. Shoot, we probably have some people in other countries at this point. An FDA registered product is something that you'd walk into Walgreens, CVS, Target, and just grab off the shelf. And approved is a prescription. It has to be prescription strength, and there's got to be a whole bunch of other things. We could provide anyone documentation and information on somatropin all day long. There's plenty of studies out there. But our product is got the maximum amount, which is half of one shot in the entire bottle. And it's really important to go through this. Our product takes 8 weeks to create and has 7 different stages. Dr. Goldstein, the creator of this, he basically developed the Kentucky Fried Chicken or Coca-Cola recipes, which no one knows but a few people in the world. He created a process that gets the somatropin in these botanicals and gels and all this stuff to work together over, again, an 8-week, 7-stage process. And what I can tell you is every bottle has the same amount of somatropin because the 6th stage has a micro vibration stage, and it rapidly shakes the gel up. And what happens is the gel gets caught in little microscopic bubbles. So when we apply the gel to our wrist or to other areas that we recommend, the somatropin gets through the skin with the transdermal gel, but starts activating when it hits our telomeres and our bloodstream. So the whole point is the science of microdosing, applying it once in the morning, once at lunchtime, once at night. We're stimulating our pituitary gland, and by doing that, we're starting to actually create our own HGH. And every time we put a little pump, we call it, on our wrist, it's a little tiny, small little drop of gel. We're microdosing, and we're basically putting 0.1% of the entire shot, which the shot costs about an average of $1,500 a month. Someone on this call is like, oh, I can get it way cheaper. Well, where do you get it from? Are you buying it from Mexico, China, Europe? Is it regulated? All of our ingredients go into an FDA-regulated facility, and everything's inspected, and everything's approved. And then the whole process of all 7 stages over the 8 weeks, there's a quality assurance check every time. If something's not inside the parameters and meets those parameters, the whole batch gets dumped. This is real deal stuff. So we're getting safe, really great, high-quality ingredients put into this gel, which we're putting into our body. And everyone's having just absolutely amazing results.
Ben, in going off of what you said about the quality production of this product, tell us a little bit about the 2 months where the company could not produce it anymore.
All right.
Because they had to throw some batches in the garbage, and Dr. Goldstein doing the right thing.
Well, here, I want to also explain one thing as I get to that. You know, Dr. Goldstein was offered a really massive amount of money, tens of millions of dollars, from a guy that you guys have ever seen, Shark Tank, Mr. Wonderful, Kevin. He wanted to buy this and just give him a royalty forever because that's how special this idea is. Scientists and everyone around the world can't figure out his secret recipe. He's got the secret sauce. That's why I call it the Kentucky Fried Chicken. No one knows that recipe except a few people. And he said no. And the reason why we're direct selling this is because we're doing this right now. If everyone knew the benefits of Somaderm gel or just HGH, it would be sitting on the shelves at Walgreens, CVS, and Target, and just go and buy a bottle. So our job here is we're here just educating you guys. We're not here selling you on this. This is something that has a 30-day money-back guarantee. If you tried it, it's great. And that even sounded salesy, and I don't like that. The point is that HGH is good for our body. It also helps the pituitary create something else called IGF-1. And really the biggest thing, and we have a really great guest special speaker that's going to be getting on here in a little bit, a woman that has an amazing testimonial what this is doing for her. And its bottom line is women in their 40s and 50s start having hormonal imbalances. It's the thing called menopause, premenopause. It's because their HGH production's gone so low. And guess what? Our gel helps them supplement and maximize our own pituitary gland's production, and their body starts having the HGH becomes the master hormone again. And we're going to have someone come on in a little bit and speak about that. But the company grew so fast, we had to go on a 60-day pause where the manufacturing, we've added on other manufacturing facilities because this product was just in such high demand. However, as they started opening up other lines, there's a validation process and QA process of making sure everything's working. And once they thought they had it right, a couple of batches just weren't meeting some of the quality assurance, so they had to dump them. And that's really important. It's really great. These are real deal. This isn't some little thing. It takes 8 weeks, 7 stages to mix all this together to put this in our little HGH bottles. So,
Ben, I've heard dozens and dozens and dozens of testimonials very similar to mine. In the first week, better sleep, better libido, easier to wake up, mentally, emotionally, no fog, wake up really quick, physically, easy to get out of bed, noticeable. I've heard that almost with every guy
over and over
I've ever talked to.
Yep.
But how many times would you say you've heard the women talk about how excited they are about getting through menopause?
This is really a health and beauty product. I mean, as a man, I love it because as an entrepreneur, I haven't slept as good as I have the last 90 days in years. I'm sleeping like a baby. and I wake up and just ready to go for the day. It's just truly changed my life and my mental focus on a lot of things too, because I feel younger and healthier. I used to Band-Aid it with drinking some beer and a lot of stuff, doing things that would help me, I thought would sleep, but it wasn't helping as well. But the thing is that with women are absolutely loving this, because what it's doing, their body, women are getting off of creams and prescription drugs that are causing other negative side effects, but to help deal with hot flashes, night sweats, and all these other things that start happening. Because HGH, when it's the master hormone, other hormones can't do what they want to do. So it's telling other things, no, you do this. And no, you keep over there and do this. You're only supposed to do this. This is really life-changing for women. And we have a special woman that's going to get on and share her story, how this has changed her life here shortly.
I totally agree, Ben. We'll get Rebecca on about 3 or 4 minutes.
About 3 minutes.
And I can tell a difference at night and day when I'm taking the gel. I ran out for about 3 or 4 weeks, and I was just going back to dragging my butt out of bed. The alarm, wanting to hit the snooze, wanting to go back underneath the blankets. When I'm on the gel, the very next day, the eyes open up 30 minutes before the alarm, and you try to go back to sleep. You can't. You're like, you know what? I just got to wake up. And then the next 2-3 minutes, it was like a natural cup of coffee. It's so noticeable. And the improved.
Well, I mean, one of my sex drive libido.
I
mean, got that going. I'm very single still right now. Not very single. Kind of got something that I'm very, very interested in. But my thing is for me, the sleep. But think about how many people are having kids in their 30s and their even early 40s. We're chasing around after a 3 and a 6-year-old at age 37, or even later, isn't like it is when you're chasing around after a 3 and 6-year-old age 27. This literally feels like it's anti-aging my body in 10, 15 years. I mean, I literally feel like I'm like 28 years old. Now, I know I act younger than that, but, that's a little different story.
And I think that's a good thing. And you were saying about being single, but you know what? I think maybe the guys who are married that are not,
yes.
I think
if they have access to someone that they love, that they can be with on a regular basis, they're going to love it, because literally things start changing. You start acting, things in your body as a man starts acting like it's a teenage boy again. Let's just put it that way.
Absolutely. Before I get Rebecca on here
yes.
and ask her experience on the gel, I just want to hit on a couple things. I get a lot of questions about, I'm a natural bodybuilder. I got to pass tests and stuff. We are in the process of going towards getting certified through an organization called NSF, Certified for Sport, that's acknowledged by all the pro organizations. It's not going to be an easy, short process, but Ben and I and Dr. Alex Goldstein are giving you our word that we're going to be able to pass that. It's going to be a process in about 3 or 4 months that will take the questions mark out of this.
Maybe longer than that, but
okay, maybe longer than that, but
it doesn't matter. Anyways, it's one of the processes we do want to go through just for pro athletes, to offer them a supplement that's safe, health, and natural. And because this doesn't show up on a PED, and that's really important for the military guys, the police officers, the firefighters, and other people. I had that drives around for security stuff. It doesn't matter. They might get drug tested. This doesn't show like a booster, like a shot. It's not going to show like your HGH levels are off the chart. All this does is stimulate and supplement our body, and maximize what our natural body's HGH production can be at. It's not a booster. It's a supplement. So,
all right, we're going to get Rebecca on.
Let's get Rebecca on.
I'm just so excited that I got a natural, holistic, anti-aging product that helps manipulate and helps us produce more human growth hormone, the master hormone, the quarterback of all hormones. It's the Tom Brady.
What it is.
Everything else
it's
falls
the Tom
in
Brady.
line when your human growth hormone levels increase to more normal levels. So I'm going to see if I can work this technology. Oh, I just got to punch Rebecca on the face and see if we can bring her on. Ben, great job, buddy. We'll see if we can bring you back here in a second to wrap things up.
Yep.
All right. So I'm going to hit Rebecca. It says, can't bring Rebecca on. They can't join your broadcast at this time. I wonder why. Can't bring Rebecca on camera. There's already. Oh, okay. I got to get you off the camera.
All right. See you guys.
All right, buddy. Oh, yeah. Well, that was great. Hey, Rebecca, can you hear me?
Hey, Darin, how are you?
Hey, I used to do that to my my wife, like 20 years ago, I'd say, "Hey, Pookie." That was
That's
my little love
right.
thing. Are you flirting with me?
No,
Dang.
maybe. What's up, Darin?
How you doing, Rebecca? You were listening a little bit earlier to the live, correct?
I was. Thanks for having me tonight.
Oh, you're very welcome. Thanks for supporting us.
Sure.
And the question that I ask everybody, I'm looking for a red flag in this company, because for me to dive in and put my word out there about this product, because as a full-time personal trainer for 19 years, feeding my family as a personal trainer, this is my career, and all I have is my word. It's my bond.
That's right.
So before I started doing Facebook Lives, interviewing people and telling people they ought to try this product, I'm diving in deep, as I would hope a lot of professionals do. And
Absolutely.
I'm looking for red flags that this is not the business opportunity of a lifetime, and this isn't the best anti-aging product that I've ever taken in my life that is safe and gets people results. And I can't find any, but I'm looking. And so I was at the Chicago convention this weekend, the New You Life. You went to a New You Life convention a couple weeks ago, right?
I did in Knoxville. That's correct.
Knoxville a couple weeks ago.
Just last week.
Was it exciting? How many people were there?
That was amazing. It was almost 300 people.
Wow. So at this Chicago convention, it was sold out, pretty much standing room only, 800 and some people there. I met dozens of people that spoke on stage and I in the crowd. And the first thing I asked them was, how long ago did you start taking the product, and what did you feel initially, and what do you feel now? So I just like to ask you that, if I may. How long ago did you start taking the product, and what did you feel in the first week or two? And then how long have you been on it, and what do you feel now?
So, Darin, actually, I came across the product after almost 4 years of not having any hormones whatsoever, and nothing registered on the chart. So as of right now, I have been on my gel for over a month, approximately 5 weeks. And so when I first started taking the gel, um, I was skeptical, just like you were, okay, which is understandable. However, not only did I start to see results by the end of the first week, but my results continued to scale higher and higher and higher. There is no way that I would do without my gel. I'll go without makeup. I'll go without my car before I go without my gel.
Wow. I'll tell you what, I think my eyes are getting better, but you look really, really good right now. So I don't know if you need makeup, but what did you feel at the end of the first week, Rebecca, taking the gel?
So I have had knee injuries from playing lacrosse all throughout my high school years. And it got to the point where I couldn't go up a flight of stairs halfway without having to stop. And by the end of the first week, I was flying up the stairs without even realizing it. My sleep was
Wow.
not just better, but it was restful sleep. It wasn't just sleeping through the night. It was restful sleep. It was amazing. I woke up, everybody said, "Oh my God, what are you doing? What are you doing? Tell me, what are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing?" And I'm like, "It's liquid gold. Don't you know about liquid gold?" "Well, no, I've never heard of it." And I'm like, "It's liquid gold."
Wow. Did you feel like you were waking up before the alarm earlier and easier to wake up?
Yes, absolutely. I wake up still to this day without an alarm. Absolutely.
How many days when you started to say my sleep has definitely improved on this gel? 5, 6 days, 7 days?
So by the end of the week and a half, almost 2 weeks, it was like I was sleeping like a baby on a cloud being sung to by angels. Who doesn't want that?
Wow. All right. So and so you've been on 5 weeks. Any other noticeable positive benefits in the last couple weeks?
Oh, absolutely. Oh my gosh, my hair was coming out in clumps. And a lot of times we get the question, well, what about cancer? I'm a cancer survivor. So I did my due diligence. It's homeopathic. I refuse to take over the counter. And so when I found this, I now call it health's holy grail.
So I'm
You
going to
need to
back
get this.
up.
If you're not on this, you're missing out.
That's awesome. I feel the same way. I will not go without mine. There's no way. So I'm not going to ask you your age, because I know you look like you're 30, but would
I'm
you
almost
say
50.
what Ben and I were talking about the women who are going through those menopause years where the hormones get really messed up and challenged?
Oh
Are
my
you in
gosh.
that years?
I started, oh my gosh, I started menopause very early. And so then my hormones just were like, yeah, see you later, chick. Bye. Have fun with that. So I really did my due diligence. I refused to take anything. My hair was coming out in clumps. I hurt everywhere. There's all sorts of crazy stuff that went on from a female's perspective. Any female, if you're listening, if you have a wife, if you have a girlfriend, if you have a sister, if you have a mother, what are you doing? Buy it for their birthday. Buy it for the heck of it. Go get it. What, you're missing out. Oh my gosh.
So the women should buy it for themselves, and the men should buy it for their women.
Oh, everybody should buy it. What do you? Yeah, everybody.
Okay.
Everybody. Christmas is coming.
Did you know anything about the way your clothes fit or body composition change yet?
Absolutely. Holy cow. So because of my knee pain and my shoulder injuries, I've not been able to exercise for years. So when people see me, they're like, what are you doing? I've gone down 2 sizes in 1 month. What woman doesn't want that for a gift any day of the week? Chicks, get
So
on it.
I'm a guy. What's 2 sizes mean? Is that like an inch off your waistline? Is it a guess or?
It's like 3 inches off your waistline.
Get the hell out of town, really?
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
So,
And I'm almost
I
50,
know,
by the way.
I know that you're gaining muscle, good weight, and you're losing fat. And
Correct.
I got another testimonial from a local guy, Brent Wright, who did in 16 weeks, he didn't exercise and didn't change his food at all. He wanted to really test it out. And we did a body composition test and measurements, and he lost 7 pounds of fat, gained 8 pounds of muscle, lost 1.5 inches off his waistline, not changing anything as a true product tester. So I'm going to finish this call up with, I'm going to be very transparent. What if someone's watching, that are skeptical and says, well, yeah, she's exaggerating her testimonial because she wants to sell the product. I'm just going to say it. I probably shouldn't, but what do you say about that? I mean, if people are looking and that's the thought that I've had in the past, especially if people seem really pressury or like really cramming things down their throat, which I hope we don't sound like that. But, I mean, what do you say to that?
What do I say? Oh my gosh, there's so many things to say. So first off, if you know me, if you don't know me, I'm about as real as you get. I am authentic. I call it as it is. Here's the thing. There is this huge, amazing sale going on down at the store. Oh my gosh. You know what? You can get something for almost nothing. Let me tell you, what's your health worth? What's it going to be when the doctor says, hey, and here I am telling you right here, this isn't about me. It's not about money. It's not about anything except for, you know what? I want to see you enjoy your grandkids. I've got 6 grandbabies.
What?
I'm almost 50.
Wow. And now you feel like you got more energy to enjoy and be strong and independent and go out and do things with the kids and maybe great grandkids in the future.
Oh, I hope so. I hope so. And you know what? This is going to make that happen as well. 4
Wow, I'll
years.
tell you what.
4 years I searched. 4 years. 4 years.
Wow.
This is an answered prayer.
That's awesome, Rebecca. I appreciate that. Every once in a while, I'll get once a week or twice a week a message back and say, like they know me real well, and they'll be like, after a Facebook Live or something, and it's like a sly private message, like, "Hey, Darin, does this stuff really work?"
I know.
I try to keep my calm, and that maybe tells me that I seem salesy in the past on things I didn't believe. But all I can tell you is, I don't work for any corporation. I have no insurance. I have no 401k. I have nothing. And my word is my bond. So if I came across, and I don't want to say, are you freaking kidding me? Would I be spending 8:30 at night away from my daughters, doing Facebook Live videos, trying to make money, selling something that I don't believe in? But I have to see things from their perspective. So I stay calm and I say, yes, this product is very real. My mom's taking it. I got all my friends on it. Anybody that's important to me, and I'm trying to let everybody know the quality of it. So, but I get it. People get inundated with BS marketing stuff all the time. So I'm not downing anybody that's curious and maybe a little skeptical. So
I really like the fact that you touched on the science part of it, because there are so many misnomers about testosterone versus HGH. I get that question a lot. And the cancer question I get a lot too. And there are so many people here know that I'm a cancer survivor. And so I, again, doing your due diligence, talk to your doctor. I've got naturalists who check this out.
High five me. I am too. High five me. Woo!
Crack-a-lackin', man. Crack-a-lackin'.
So me and Ben are going to answer all the questions in here later tonight. I promise you
Absolutely.
that. Next week, tell us what you'd like to see on the Facebook Live. And we'll just go from there. I'm super excited. I think the event tonight went really well. Rebecca, any parting words of wisdom for people watching?
You know what? Your life's worth it. What the heck are you waiting for? Really?
Give it a
Get
try.
on it.
There's the money back guarantee, right?
That's right. Money back guarantee. You know me personally. You know I don't sell anything. It's right here. It's that easy. It's just one little pump. That's it. Maybe two.
Rebecca, I'm going to have to look at your pictures a little bit closer. I can't believe you got 6 grandbabies.
I do.
Cool. Well, thanks for helping us out. Thanks for your support.
Yeah,
I'll
thanks
talk
for
to you during
having
the
me,
week,
Darin.
and hopefully we can see you next week at Monday, 8 p.m. Central.
Absolutely. Thanks again, Darin. Good night, everybody.
You're very, Woo! You're very welcome. Thanks, everybody. Ask your questions below. We'll have some fun, and we'll talk it out. Tell me what you want to hear next week on our Facebook Live video. You do have the power to change to make the rest of your life the best of your life. Woo!